Yaga, Kindred Spirits. I just finished watching a video coverage of a lady who ran over another woman in West London next to a nightclub after a disagreement, fracas on the street. One of the ladies got into her car and ran over another person. One of the women was sadly passed away, so rest in peace to that woman, to that lady. They call themselves influencers or something like that. What could be going on here to the point that someone could actually get into a car and run over somebody? It's really terrifying. Is it a case that the lady who did that just had hit her limit? It begs the question, because on our journey, we sometimes can, due to reactive abuse, do things that are, quite extreme to the point of erasing someone. And sadly, this is what the opposition, what the oppressor wants. So we have to try our hardest not to get into these scenarios. But we have to really find out what happened in this scenario, that someone went to the extreme of getting into her car and running someone over. Was she experiencing mobbing? Was she experiencing cyberbullying? Was she experiencing the rumour mill? Was she experiencing vicious smear campaigns? We don't know. So I withhold judgment on the lady who committed this crime, and condolences to both families involved. But knowing I've been in situations where I've come against vicious rumours and vicious bullying, indirect bullying, hand gesturing, people coming behind you and filming you, people doing things behind the veil, talking to each other to destroy opportunities. You post something online and whatever you post just magically dies. Your jobs are attacked, your house, you're being told to leave the house, you're being evicted. Your people who in your hobby group rejecting you systematically, or what may seem to be systematically, but what it is just this real desire to completely and utterly dominate the chosen. It's to manipulate people who have the oil to keep us in the low state of vibration. What does this mean? Well, when we're in this state of low vibration, it makes it an easier portal for these characters to enter our field and to begin the process of siphoning off energy from us, as we will now be vibrating in the low frequencies, so anger, fear, shame, guilt, and we try to defend ourselves. We try to explain what happened from our point of view, when these people can't actually understand. They can't hear us because narcopaths and narcissist network, their minds are already made up. They've made up their mind a long time ago. They're in what you call a matrix. They're in a matrix. So, they have their team leaders. They have their executive water poisoning characters, dropping the ink in the water, way before you even become aware of what they're doing. So when they find the moment, they choose the time to pull away. When they decide it's the right moment to start the passive aggressive abuse, they can do that, and it will come across as quite a violent shock to us because you're not expecting it. It seems like it's come out of the blue, but it's not out of the blue. It's something they've been working on behind your back, something that is a part of the plan. And as I was saying in the last video, sometimes they get close to you to try to work out what to attack first, what to destroy, and how they will how they will proceed with their abuse. So this video I'm just mainly talking about the reactive abuse, the way these characters behave. They want us to react in a violent way. They want us to hurt someone. They want us to hurt ourselves. And the reason for that is to steal our energy and for them to point the finger at us to say that we are the cause, so that we can be in trouble with the police, we can be in jail, we can be in mental hospitals. That is kind of what these people want. And that way, the glitch would be taken care of. If you're watching the last video, watching this video, you should know by now that every person with the oil, every person who's a kindred spirit, everyone who can look at themselves as chosen is Neo from the Matrix. You see through what's going on. You are a soul. You are a truth teller and a truth seeker. You try to live your life in a righteous way. We're not perfect. We make mistakes. We've committed crimes. We've acted in unlawful ways at some point of our lives. We have all these issues, and the point of all of these problems is for us to actually get past them, to strengthen us, to get to the point that we are self-sufficient, to get to the point that we are able to problem solve. We're able to only rely on Most High. You could also look at that as the God within yourself, and you guys go into yourself. But it's all for us, for our betterment, even though it may not seem that way, and it can be hard to actually accept at certain points. But this is actually what it's for. It's for us to take a look at our surroundings, to understand why things are going on around us, and try and find a way to deflect, to avoid, to defeat these people, these entities that are coming, going in cahoots with one another. Know that, no weapon formed against us shall prosper. No tongue against us shall rise. So with that in mind, I want for you to take this message and be motivated and keep moving forward in a positive way.